Ah, freedom. Even today, in the age of Obama, everybody likes freedom. Everyone likes to say it. They like freedom.
Here's a couple of things America got right. Cars and freedom.
It feels good to say it. Takes no effort at all. I love freedom. Fewer people like to talk about freedom. To talk about freedom is to invite awkward conversation. And even people who love freedom usually hate awkwardness. Freedom, love it. Freedom to do what? Awkwardness. Freedom, yes, because when you take a risk and it doesn't work out, bearing the pain of failure lets you know you're really alive. Mega awkwardness. Freedom's supposed to feel good, don't you know that? No, I don't. Freedom isn't here to feel good, it's here to be good. Freedom is good, but freedom hurts. It hurts when you're alone with the limits of your striving. It hurts when your family's well-being is on the line. It hurts when you know firsthand, from experience, that there are no guarantees. Nowadays, these hurts, the pains of freedom, are our demons. Politics revolves around demonizing them. Every day we hear that suffering is the worst possible thing, that anyone who permits others to suffer is cruel, the cruelest. And the class of suffering expands every day. The elderly, the physically ill, the poor, the oppressed, the depressed, the small of self-esteem, the unemployed, the underemployed, working families, the middle class. Everyone is suffering. Well, almost everyone. We hate suffering, yet we multiply it. We find it everywhere. It's almost as if we secretly love suffering, in spite of it all. The suffering of relationships prematurely made and painfully broken, the suffering of the tortured genius and the self-indulgent artist, the suffering of the sacrifices we make to live without obligations, to family, tradition, propriety, to all higher and more exacting standards. We don't mind suffering for freedom at all. It's suffering for political freedom that gets us, suffering for liberty. So we shift that burden onto a chosen few. They carry it well, but they can hardly defend our liberty if we refuse to preserve it ourselves. When the cause of justice is confused with a war on suffering, the soul turns against liberty. Health, safety, security, these become the paramount political goods just at the moment when we find our personal lives shot through more than ever with malady, disorder, and disease. The question isn't whether freedom's worth suffering for. It's what kind of freedom, personal or political. The drug addict knows the pain of getting clean. At some point you look in the mirror, or someone looks for you, and you say, enough. This is our political condition. Reform isn't the right word. Restoring liberty means rehab. It means a long and painful stint getting clean. And it means a constant effort, eternal vigilance, you could say, to avoid a relapse. On entitlements, on debt, on national security, on the tax code. Freedom will come if we want it, and maybe if we don't, but it will hurt. Lucky for us, there's still such a thing as courage, isn't there? I'm James Poulos. And now, a programming note. This will be my last regular programming feature for PJTV. It has been an honor and a pleasure, day in and day out, to share with you the guests, the questions, and the opinions you've seen fit to view. I've deeply appreciated your comments, your thoughts, and your time, and I invite you to share them with me still, whether on Facebook, Twitter, or Ricochet, where I contribute, and the Daily Caller, where I write a weekly column. New ventures are indeed in the works. I hope to continue with you soon what we have begun here on this camera. And until then, my thanks above all go to PJTV, producers, staff, the control room, who have made it all television and not just a guided desk. For now, how about this? God bless you. God bless the United States of America.